But like you came in, I seen you come in this way, and I was like thinking you were over there. Go on, dog. Go on.
Lucas, get out of here.
Go on,
Go.
dog.
All
All right. Before we start, though, I learned a new magic trick.
You learned a new magic trick.
A new magic trick.
What's that?
Like, I figured you'd be like the perfect one to do it to.
All right.
Okay.
What you got?
So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. It's like real quick. Okay. It happens really fast.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll work with the sunglasses on though.
All right.
Probably have to take the sunglasses off. Are you stoned? Is that what's happening?
No,
right
I'm
now?
not. I'm not high. But didn't you do the last show with fucking sunglasses on?
I don't think I
No,
did.
you didn't. It was the one we did out in the garage.
Oh, you mean where there was fucking sunlight? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
do it where there was sunlight. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm fucking double upper deckied up right now, son. I got 2 Zens in.
I didn't know. Did I know you chewed?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
We've
the old
talked
age,
about it
man.
before.
Well, it's the old age. I freaking forget.
Yeah, we've talked about it before.
Anyway, do you want to see my magic trick? If you want to see my magic trick, are you ready?
I'm ready to see this magic trick.
Are you looking into the camera? Like, you gotta look in there. You gotta look. You're looking. Okay. Are you really focusing?
Yeah, I'm focused.
Super focused.
I'm locked in.
All right, now I'm gonna snap my fingers, and when I do, you're gonna forget that you were ever gay.
That's a pretty good trick because it worked.
You have been. Well, I don't know what that's been, but
That was good. That was good.
you remember anything?
I don't remember being gay, so it's a pretty solid magic trick.
I told you. Got it. I'm on it. I'm on it.
All right. I'm not sure if that's coming through or not. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit more.
I kind of like this double screen thing here.
Yeah, me too.
I'm digging it. Why do I got the fucking? What you got over there? You got the bird behind you.
Yeah, it's Cardinal.
Man, you got all kinds of shit going on over there. You got an aquarium and shit. I'm over here like a fucking convict.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Is
I'm
it-
in the fucking
it's on-
interrogation room.
I know it's
What is
on.
that shit.
It's on the list to get the podcast room to
What
look
does shit say? I can't.
together.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
we've
it
been
all.
through that too. Together we have it all. And I'm sitting here all by myself.
I was looking on Etsy for like a custom LED sign. Get like the logo into an LED sign and put it on the wall.
That'd be pretty sweet. Is
Yeah.
Etsy, what's that like Temu or
It's like
something?
a freelancer.
Temu.
No, it's like people make shit.
I can make
Put
shit
it on there.
and put it on Etsy and people will buy it.
Yeah,
Do you make shit?
not anymore.
Did you ever put it on Etsy?
No.
Sunglasses are fucking with me, man. We're
All right.
we're indoors, man.
All right, we're not doing the sunglasses.
we're
Not doing the
indoors.
sunglasses today.
You can have the sunglasses.
Well, if it's
Well-
fucking with you, then we won't do it.
They're not really sunglasses though. Right,
They are
not,
sunglasses.
Not right
What do you
now.
mean?
Right now they're like indoor
Oh.
lighting glasses.
Well, you see how white I am? Takes away from my whiteness.
It really doesn't.
Does it bring it out more? Does it do the opposite? Does it just
I feel like it
in
does.
comparison?
Like you're like one of those like sun visor thing, like the little cutout hat visor. Is
Yeah.
that what it's called?
Yeah.
You're like one of those away from being like a 90s frat kid.
Like fucking turn it sideways.
Yeah.
And
Oh fuck yeah! It got real close right there. Oh my god! You might have remembered some stuff right then. See, this is the way that I get less white. See, got
With
purple.
the C4.
No, the purple drink.
Oh, we're fucking tiptoeing a line over here today, boys. So there's been a lot of shit since we've done a podcast.
Shit.
Like, I didn't. You were telling me about you having notes, like before I had even started my notes.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah. Mine's getting there. I got to scroll to get to them all now, but I didn't have any.
and I try to be like really vague whenever I'll just think of something and I'm like, but I have had to watch that. Like whenever I make notes, I gotta be a little more descriptive,
Specific to make bullet points and stuff.
well, just because I'll forget. Like I'll fucking write something down and I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck I meant.
Like if
by
I
that.
write down hair and evolution is in my notes, and I don't know how many times I've looked at these notes and been like, what the fuck was that about?
Right. But yeah, so anyway, like,
Is it fucking with you?
nah, I just hear it. Well, it did fuck with me a little bit, but it'll be all right.
All right.
So what do you got?
All right. So myself, I haven't done a whole lot over like between the last episode and this episode. I've just been going to the gym, but
How's that working out for you?
I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate the cut. Like I was trying to I tried to go extra hard these last couple weeks on the cut, and it's fucking sucked. Like it's really pushed my mental stability to the test
Yeah.
on whether or not I can do it.
You can do
I'm
it.
still pushing through it, but it fucking sucks.
I mean, you just plan on doing it this month, right? At the end of this month is whenever you're going to begin your bulk.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right. You'll be able to make it. We're almost there. A couple weeks.
Yeah. It's just all the cardio. Like I miss lifting, and like when I do lift, I don't lift as much as I was lifting before. I don't know if I don't know. Shit's fucking me up a little bit.
So well, and then I was also thinking, like, you go early in the mornings too, right?
Yeah, I can.
That
Go
might be
4 in the
what's-
morning and 4 in the afternoon.
You
Most
go-
days.
You go in the afternoon too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You probably feel better on your afternoon lifts, don't you?
Yeah, the one in the morning, it's just more like a wake up thing.
Yeah. I was thinking, because I thought you just went in the mornings. If you just go in the mornings, then yeah, you're not, because you were talking about not feeling as strong, and I mean, you're not going to feel as strong during a cut, but you also, like, first thing in the morning, not have any food in you and trying to go in there and lift, yeah, you probably won't have any
Yeah.
energy. Take some, like, pre-workout in the morning.
Yeah.
I need to get to that. I need to get to working out early in the morning. That way I'm not fucking wound for sound at 1 o'clock in the morning because my pre-workout is still going.
Yeah, that's another thing is like recovery and getting enough sleep is I'll
Oh,
take like a full scoop of pre-workout in the morning, and then in the afternoon when I go, I've learned to dial it down to like a half a scoop or a quarter scoop. Just enough to give me like a little pep in my step.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got your recharge days, right?
What's that?
I don't know. Well, it's whatever the fuck that was the other day whenever you needed a recharge day
Oh, yeah.
because you worked too hard doing...
Well, I had done 2-a-days for like 16 days in a row, and I was just fucking gassed.
Yeah, Simone hit me with yesterday. I'm like, what are we doing in the gym tonight? She's like, oh, I don't go to the gym on Saturdays now. I'm doing a rest day. I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. What the fuck is that? What is a rest day?
You don't really need a rest day if you're doing different groups of muscles, right?
You don't need a rest day at all.
Like if you're spacing out your rotation of muscle groups enough, then you don't need a rest day, right?
You don't need a rest day at all. I don't
Well,
give
you
a
need-
fuck if you're working them.
You need to let them fucking rebuild, right?
Yeah, but you're not killing them every fucking day. I mean, you're not going
I try
in there-
to.
Yeah, trust me, you're not.
I try to.
But you're not.
I'm not. I know I'm not.
Like most people,
I try
whenever,
to, though.
like the majority of people who are like going to failure is really not failure. It's just like ow, this hurts, and I can't pick it up as quickly as what I was picking it up,
Yeah.
5 reps ago. So they're like,
That's why you need a gym bro. You need
That's
like some
exactly.
assisted reps in there.
yeah, that's when they count. Because whenever you got somebody like on bench or something like that,
You got like 15, you're at like 15 reps of curls deep, and you're like starting to bitch out on that 4th set. You just need someone to get that little oomph.
yeah, sometimes it's just a point. Like I can which I've gotten to the point. Like I'll cheat a little bit. Like I'll fucking hump it up there and try to ride the
Throw your
negative.
back into it a little bit.
Like once I get to that point, I try to be correct with it as much as I can.
As long as you're getting that good squeeze at the top, I think it's
when
still...
I start to fail, I fucking I kind of cheat a little bit. I might get a little bit of a swing, and then whenever I'm really fucking failing, then I cheat a little bit more. I just do it to where I fucking really get to complete failure.
Yeah.
At least try to anyway.
I mean, if you're getting that good squeeze at the top, then I think you're still breaking it down, whether you're cheating or not.
But
Before we go deeper into this, I was at the gym yesterday, and I was doing back, and I was on the lat pull machine, and I was like 10 reps in, and my phone started ringing. I was like, I don't know who it is, but they're gonna have to wait till I get done. So I did 10 more reps, and the phone stopped ringing. Checked my phone, and Autumn called me. And she had texted me. She's like, 911, call back right now.
911, what?
She was like, 911, call back right now.
Call back right now.
And I was like, all right.
That was your reaction? 911. There, you guys have 3 fucking kids. You're at the gym. She's at home. She says 911. Call back right now, and you're like, it must.
There was
be
no
important.
kids here. It was just her by herself.
But you have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I get a fucking 911. Like I'm immediately fucking panicking.
No, I was chill about it. But I called her and I was like, "What's up?" And she was, "There's a bat in the house. There's a bat in the house," which did not surprise me. Go, get the fuck out of here.
You tell her every once in a while you play baseball. Get the fuck away from me, dog.
Hey,
Get your fat ass.
House. Fuck out of here. House.
He says, "Fuck you guys." I go
Anyways.
to the goddamn house. I'll go right over here, you big old bitch. I'll fuck you up too, you skinny motherfucker.
Anyways. There's a bat in the house. There's a bat in the house. Which was no surprise to me because whenever we were looking at the house, the inspector said that there was bat droppings in the attic. And I was like, all right, well, before we move in, they need to get that shit taken care of. Because I don't want no fucking bats in the house. And they were like, okay. So they went up and they couldn't find any bats in the attic, and they just boarded up.
Who told you this?
The inspector, whenever we were getting the house.
But who told you that they boarded it up?
What they said.
Yeah, we're covering this. Who is they? Is what I'm trying
The
to get
people
at.
that had the house.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I was like, yeah, you guys got to get that fixed. I don't need no fucking bats in my house. And they said they fixed it, so I wasn't surprised.
But that was years ago, right?
Yeah.
How long you been here now?
Maybe 2 years in November. But so it was no shock. I was like, all right, I'm on my way home. So I stopped at the gym, came home, and I called her. I was like, hey, get the animals and get them in the bedroom. I don't need the dogs having rabies and shit. So just get the fucking animals in the bedroom. I mean, they're up on their shots and shit, but still, not a mess I want to deal with. She was like, okay. So I get home, and she's out at the front door. Because when she called me, she was locked in the bedroom. And she's outside, huffing and puffing. I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, where's it at? So we start creeping in the house. She's whispering. I was like, why the fuck are you whispering?
I don't want to upset it.
Yes, aren't bats deaf?
I don't know if they're
Oh,
deaf.
they're blind. They use like sonar or shit. They don't have. There's one of their like senses that isn't.
I don't
Very
think it's
good.
like completely gone. I think it's just not great. I think it's their sight though.
Maybe.
Because you're blind as a bat.
Well, there you go. Well, that checks out because whenever I got here, it was under that table over there in the corner. Like, she was like, "It's crawling up the walls." I was like, "What?"
God damn.
I was like, "What's it, the fucking Grudge? What did you let in the house?" And that motherfucker was sure as shit just fucking army crawled around. So what I think happened is she was sitting in the recliner and the bat came from downstairs. She said it hit her like her bun on the top of her head.
It touched her?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Straight Ace Ventura. It touched me. It touched me.
And she was freaking out and she went into the bedroom. That's where she was when she called me. So what I think happened is that motherfucker was flying around and blind as a bat hit the goddamn ceiling fan and not enough to kill it, but it fucked it up. So he's crawling around.
And you went over there and
I stopped a butthole in his bitch ass.
God damn. Dude, little fucking
I didn't know he was incapacitated at the time. I seen where he was. I went to the bedroom. I put like some joggers and like a heavy hoodie on. And I got one of my work boots. And I had like the pool net and the fucking broom. And I was like, how do I get this bitch in the net?
Was that before or after you stomped him?
That was before. But
So
after I got him up against the wall and realized that he was incapacitated, I was like, oh, he is hurt. So I just put the broom on top of him and fucking bam, 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 bam.
God damn. You're just taking him outside, man.
I did. He's outside right now. He's outside right now.
Oh shit!
But
you could have named him. You could have had a pet bat.
Yeah, Ozzy.
Oh my God, dude! You missed an opportunity. He could have been our spokesperson.
Yeah, man. No, that
Why?
sound that he was making was not the move. That motherfucker.
You were fucking stomping his ass with a fucking pair of steel
Before I
toes. Like, yeah, I'd be fucking making some sounds too.
And what he got, the part of the boot he got was not the bottom. He got the fucking toe. Because I fucking pinned his ass up against the wall and fucking bashed his ass into the trim.
God damn, that's ruthless, man.
And then I got that fucking broom and the kitty litter box and fucking scooped his ass in there. And that's where you seen the picture. That motherfucker was spread eagle.
That's so mean.
Like that bat. But anyways, he didn't come in through the attic. He came in through there's an AC upstairs and there's like a gap in the window. And that's the only conclusion I could come from because the closet doors that go to the attic were closed and there's no way he crawled underneath it.
Do you think Autumn will listen to this?
I don't think she listens to the podcast.
You don't think she listens to it?
Not live. Well, not
Well,
right now.
You should
She may in later.
You should get her to listen to it later. Okay. I want you to know. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for a fact. Aren't bats like they're like group animals, right? Don't they like?
Oh fuck!
Don't they like, they're like in groups, right?
Yeah.
And they're also like rats. They're like flying rats.
Yeah.
So you ever seen a rat or a mouse? Like they can squeeze into some small areas.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Real small areas.
Don't do that to me.
So
I don't need that negativity in my life, brother. You're just fucking with me.
No.
Fuck messing with her because you're messing with me. Don't be turning this into a me thing.
I just want you all to be safe and make sure, because just because you didn't see a way in doesn't mean that. I mean, you ever seen a mouse?
I found a way in.
You ever seen a mouse in your house?
No.
And been like, man, how the fuck he get in here?
No.
And you ever find out where he came from?
I found out where the fucking bat came from.
No, you got an assumption of where the bat came from. Was the air conditioner running?
No. No bullshit. It wasn't.
Have you looked in your attic?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
No, I have.
You looked in the attic since the bat
Yeah, because I went up there to see if that's where it came from.
He
Because
looked in the attic.
yes,
No bat shit.
I did not look for bat droppings.
You
There's
should-
bird shit up there for sure. I don't know how birds get in there, but
Well, I got some news for you. I got some news for you.
if
Hang on,
fucking-
yeah.
if fucking birds are getting in there,
if a
son.
bird's getting in there. That flying rat is getting in there. You probably got a whole.
I'm aware.
You got a whole colony of those.
There's a
motherfuckers.
window at the top of the garage.
What's
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, there's been plenty of times I've seen a fucking bird blink, blink, blink trying to get out. Like, I know they're fucking in there.
You got a whole colony of motherfuckers living in there. There's probably like a bat bird war going on up there. You guys
There's
have
a
no
fucking
idea
gang
about.
war going on
Yeah.
upstairs. I got
That motherfucker went rogue. He was trying to go to the other side, and you stomped a hole in his ass. He's like, "There's no safe space."
oh, sir.
He was just trying to get away.
This is not a safe place, motherfucker. He went. He came down here. Okay, he came into my territory.
He was trying to get motherfucker trying to.
trying to referee the gang
Nah,
war
man.
upstairs.
He's like escaping North Korea. And you're like, "Fuck you."
goddamn escapee.
You just beat that motherfucker as soon as he got across the bridge.
That's right.
He thought he was safe. He was like home free,
The
fucking
fucking-
chilling on the floor. He's like, "God damn, I've been through a lot."
South Korea police called Kim Jong Un and was like, "We got one of your people."
I flew down here. This fucking person fucking swinging at me and shit because I accidentally brushed her hair, and then I smoked a fucking ceiling fan. Probably got thrown against the wall, but I made it. I made it. He's fucking army crawling. He's like, "I made it, guys. I'm safe. I finally got out of that hell. No more birds." And then here comes this motherfucker.
Here comes a fucking
looking
Hellcore,
like a goddamn
Fucking-
Eskimo.
fucking Timberland
They fucking stomped a hole in his ass.
with a set of Ariats.
Dude had a straight fucking like 10 minutes of fucking just probably the best his life had ever been. He was just so happy, and you just murdered the fuck out of that bat.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your 10 minutes of fame, motherfucker.
I can't believe you.
I can't believe it either.
What the fuck is this? What is this?
It was a camera stand, but I felt like that was too high. So, whey protein. I think that's the first one I got since when I started working out. I'm on some GNC shit right now.
You ever play any sports?
No.
Besides the
E-
fucking line dancing that you fucking did the other day.
Esports.
Is that why you got that one? You're like, mate, it's made for athletes, so
But I just found a big tub and was like, all right. And it was like $20. So it was, for me, it was a deal.
yeah, 30 grams of protein.
It's not bad macros.
Oh. Should have got there. Yeah, Simone with her workout routine, she started going to. I don't get it. She was getting results. Everybody's complimenting her on how she looks. She looks good. Losing weight,
Yeah.
building muscle.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm gonna change up my workout routine. I'm gonna go back to this other way, that I was doing it before. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You found something that's working, let's
Let's
do
change
something
it.
different. Go back to it's not even like let's try something that we haven't tried. It's like let's go back to try something that we've already done, and
That wasn't working as well.
yeah. I mean, so she went to like a push pull, whatever fucking that is. I don't know what that is. I call it her bop it routine.
Pop it.
Yeah, she's like push, pull, twist, bop it, fucking rest day. Which is fucking disgusting. But yeah, I keep giving her shit about that.
Like, we don't do rest days in this house.
Yeah. But see me, you said you just been going to the gym.
We do rest days in this house.
We we went down to Georgia since the last time we had a podcast.
Yeah.
We went down to the Worlds for barrel racing
Uh-huh.
for for the Munchkin.
Yeah.
That was all right. I had some issues on the way home, and had to and while I was down there, I had to go to a Planet Fitness.
You set off the lunk alarm?
I did not. I was like,
you should have tried to.
Man, I was actually trying not to.
Like,
because I'm not like throwing weights or nothing like that, but I do kind of get loud a little bit. Like if I'm struggling through something, I got some, but I'm over there like trying not to fucking
bust a moan.
Yeah, I don't want to let something loose and then see that alarm going off. But then I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm looking at all this shit and I see these signs and they're like, there's a big thing on the wall about how we include everybody and we'll push you, but we don't want to push you too hard. We want to push you.
We
just
want you to be
enough.
comfortable while you're being pushed.
We'll be nice. And then they got fucking Tootsie Rolls, and I laughed about the Tootsie Rolls.
Go get them, champ.
Yeah, and I guess they used to serve pizza, but they don't do that no more. On Fridays, they would give pizza. Yeah, that's a thing.
I've heard the Tootsie Roll thing, and I've heard there's a reason behind it. It's like a sugar thing. Some fucking nonsense about like working out and getting low blood sugar or some.
I've seen powerlifters fucking eat gummy bears during
Rice Krispie treats too
and shit like that. Yeah, but not for fucking Nancy, who's over there at 300 pounds, fucking walking on a treadmill. The one who's gonna eat the Tootsie Rolls is not the one who needs the Tootsie Rolls. But so I see all these fucking. And it's a judgment-free zone, so I couldn't tell Nancy she was a fat fuck.
Is there a sign on the wall that says judgment-free zone too?
Oh, it's all over. It's everywhere. It's on like all the machines on the side, like you belong and judgment-free zone, and we'll make you feel comfortable and
bunch of bullshit.
No gym intimidation, and we want you to be happy, and like they got a dress code and shit so that I don't fucking like scare people away and all that, and I'm sitting there looking at all these things, and I get to thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, we're not gonna judge you, we're not gonna intimidate you, you belong here, feel good about the way that you work out. And then I look up and there's this fucking big ass light on the wall that says it's gonna alarm if I fucking lift in a certain way or if I'm dressed a certain way. They're gonna judge the fuck out of me. Like fucking Nancy over here could be huffing and puffing and she's fine, but if I actually go in there and do some work and fucking pick up some heavy shit and let out a little grunt that's fucking goes a little bit above their decibel level, they're gonna be like, woo.
So I like the message to an extent. Like I like the. Like you got someone new, you got some little guy that wants to go to the gym and bulk up. Like he wants to better himself, or you got the opposite. You got someone that's fat, wants to lose weight, and they want to better themselves. So I get the message, and I'm for that, and I get the no gym intimidation shit. So I get that a little bit. Like I feel like it's on the people that go to the gym to support the little guy, or the people that aren't used to it, to be like, here, this is better form, or do this for that, like better encouragement. I get that. I'm on board with that. But at the same time, if you're wanting to do that, you gotta have that dog in you a little bit to be able to take the shit where someone's like, come on, little guy, what do you do with it? What do you do a bitch them 2 10 pounds? Them 2 10-pound weights.
Yeah, like bump it up just a little bit, like they try to push you just enough to.
Yeah, like
because
I get
if
the
you
message.
Don't push, you're gonna be like I was talking about earlier. Like you're not going to failure.
Right,
like you think you are in your head, but it's actually not failure.
Like I dig the message, but I feel like they're going a little bit too overboard with it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's on all of the machines
because. Like
all of them are painted up, and they got the fucking "you belong" on the side.
I'm all for fat shaming, but I'm also all for encouragement to the people that do go, that want to make the effort to better themselves. You know what I mean?
You're for fat shaming.
I'm for fat shaming.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to scare those people away that that want to do something about it. You know what I mean?
And really, I feel like fat shaming is just they turn something into they're using that wording for it to make it like sound bad. And really, fat shaming, all it is being like, hey, dude, like
You are eating too much.
you're fucking fat. You can do something. I seen something the other day. This guy was talking about how like bullying and stuff, and like he's like, to make fun of somebody because they're ugly, like unless they got a bunch of money, they really can't fucking do nothing about that. They can't fix them being ugly. You shouldn't make fun of somebody because they fucking look weird or something, or they got a dick growing out their forehead. You know, I mean, it's not their fault. But a fat person, you could tell them, "Hey, you're fucking fat," and they can do something about it. Like they can fix that easily. They just have to put forth the effort. Yeah, they can fix it easy. It's an easy fix, but it's kind of hard to do. Makes sense.
It's not supposed to be easy. If the path to greatness was easy, everyone would walk it and it would lead nowhere.
Yeah, that's good. Good.
That's top G, son.
Is it really? Did you see him with the Olympic stuff?
I did not.
Oh my god, he got involved with the Olympic stuff.
What'd he do?
He was out like protesting and stuff because of their
The
last
fucking opening ceremony.
the
shit?
Last Supper. That
yeah.
because everybody thinks that the entire world is a Christian thing.
Yeah.
Did you read up any on that?
No,
that stuff
I
at all?
seen the Lizzo bitch and the fucking
Oh, the white one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen
actual Lizzo.
no, I just seen I seen the Last Supper picture with
Okay.
like
It wasn't the Last Supper. Get this.
the opening ceremony shit, right?
Yeah, the opening ceremony. Believe it or not, because we all like the Olympics started in Greece, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this happened in Paris. That was actually a what do you call it? Like a
tribute.
where they mimic something. They like mimicked a painting. I don't know what word I'm looking for.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they like mimicked a painting. It was a French painting of a Greek fucking dinner festival painting thing.
Mm.
It had absolutely nothing to do with the Last Supper. Nothing. It was a Greek thing, and people lost their shit.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, man. People don't even look into shit. Like another thing with the Olympics, the fucking the chick who got her ass whipped by a dude.
Yeah, that was in my notes. And there was people losing their mind over that, and I was like, because first of all, that shit does happen in like the UFC, where like maybe not the UFC specifically, but MMA. We'll say MMA because I don't know if it's the UFC specifically as a company, but MMA it'll be like biological male converts and then competes in women's boxing, MMA, or whatever, and he just beats the dog piss out of her.
Yeah.
But so it wouldn't have shocked me for it to happen in the Olympics, but I looked it up and I couldn't find anything that said that it was a biological male.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. They were real brief on what they said. They were just like woman who got disqualified over gender test in this fucking boxing association is allowed to box against women in the Olympics. And then I don't know how true it is. I just seen it yesterday and I didn't look it up. But I guess she boxed in the last Summer Olympics.
Yeah, she did.
And nobody fucking bitched about it.
No.
But
because whenever I was looking it up,
I'd say she probably got her ass whipped in the last one.
Whenever I was looking it up, I didn't see, like, I seen that she had competed prior, but I also didn't see any huge, like, this is a fucking dude. The only thing that I found was that there's like I don't want to call it a disease. It's like something in her DNA where she has like a extra, like male hormonal
Yeah,
tendencies.
I seen like a boost in testosterone is what I seen.
Yeah,
And so they were like, well, she's got this extra
but it's
boost
natural.
for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's something she was born with, but she's a fucking chick all the way. I mean, she's been a chick. She's just got this funky thing. I mean, it's the way God made her, and all these people are fucking
Legit. It's not like she was boosting with test.
Yeah.
It's not she was a dude that converted into a fucking woman and just decided to compete. It was like, this is the way she was from day one.
Yeah. And people lost their fucking.
Yeah,
but I did
people
notice
didn't do
that
their own
it
research
fell
on it.
off. It fell off really quick. Like it was like everybody was freaking the fuck out. And then what I'd say happened is finally people like
Looked into it a little
looked
bit.
into it, and then it went. Like,
Yeah, because
and
it was really big, and then crickets.
nobody fucking said anything.
Yeah,
Like, oh, so you finally like took the time to fucking look at something
'Cause
rather
I
than
was,
just
like-
blindly follow.
whenever I first seen it, I was right there with those people. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
So
when you first see it, but
So I was like, and I didn't want to jump on the train of not knowing. So I was like, all right, it takes 2 seconds. You have endless information at the tip of your fingers. Fucking look this shit up. And I looked it up and was like, people are blowing this shit out of proportion. Because whenever I first seen it, I had commented on a Facebook post. And I was talking about how wrong it was. And I was like, let me delete that comment. And I'll reiterate, I'll revisit this after I do my own research. But I don't want to my take on it to be someone else's take or some bullshit that I seen. So I went and looked it up, and everybody lost their fucking mind over some dumb shit. But that was in my notes.
I didn't really see anything else with the Olympics. I mean, other than those two things, the Last Supper and
Did you know that the Olympics was supposed to be like a? It's not now, but it was supposed to be like the best of the best casuals. Like whenever you think of like an Olympic runner, you don't think of fucking like average Joe me fucking running. Well, it's supposed to be the best average motherfucker. It's not like people like the NBA players competing in the men's USA basketball team isn't what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the best of the best average people. Like you didn't have professional boxers competing in Olympic boxing. Didn't have
like
professional.
when like are you talking about like back in Greece kind of time
Yeah.
or Greek?
Well, obvious. Like even like recent, like the 40s. Maybe it was the 20s, but
See, I want it to be like the opposite. I want them to fucking
like the dream team.
like no rules, dude. You fucking get as good as you can get, however you can get as good as you can get, and let's see what it does.
For each country. Yeah, it's for me that's the way it should be, but I was the reason I bring this up is because I was talking to a buddy at work, and I was like, you know what they should do in comparison to having all these huge super good athletes? They should just bring one person for each category just to set a baseline to see like where the average person is, because you got fucking people on the couch watching the Olympics eating Cheetos in a beanbag chair like, I can fucking do that. So you should have like one average person just for comparison. And then we were talking and he was like, yeah, that's basically what it was supposed to be. It was like the best average people. That's how it started.
So I've never heard that. I always thought it was like the best of the best, like
That's what I thought
Greek
too.
athletes, and
But they didn't start allowing like actual professional people to do it until like early 1900s.
I'm talking like PEDs and all that shit. Just give them everything, whatever they want. You take whatever you want, man. You get as good as you can possibly get. There are no rules. We're not going to
Everybody
drug
already-
test you.
Everybody cheats anyways.
Yeah, but you could really do some shit with like if they're like, we don't give a fuck.
Huh.
You don't say.
Well, fucking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you see the motherfucker who lost the gold medal in that fucking pole vaulting shit?
You talking about the dude with his fucking dick on the pole?
Yeah.
Yeah. His fucking dick on the bar.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I seen that.
I don't. What do you do? Like, are you upset? Are you okay with it? Like, how do you feel after something like that? The entire planet knows that you're fucking got a monster hog now. Like, you literally lost the fucking.
You might have lost the pole vaulting, but
Yeah,
you won life.
You lost a gold medal at the Olympics because you got a monster hog.
At the risk of showing your anchor. Did you see the breakdancing at the end?
I fucking seen some pictures. I don't know what the fuck it did. I didn't look into it. It didn't look interesting.
Yeah.
But I still can't get past the dude. Fucking, he got his dick hung up on that pole, and he not only got it hung up, he knocked the motherfucker down with his dick.
His wiener was the only thing that fucking touched it. Still managed to flatline.
Jesus Christ. Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Making white guys proud everywhere.
No, so on the way back from Georgia, I realized a couple things. I realized that
You push your battery to the limit.
yeah, I did, but like I stopped at some like I think Red Dot Indians might own every fucking gas station on this planet.
They got it figured out, man.
They do. Fucking. And they're super nice. Like, as soon as you walk in, they're like, hey, buddy.
Yeah. Like, some of them are super nice.
Most of them I've seen have all been super nice.
Them motherfuckers at the call center ain't so fucking nice.
No, I'm talking about the gas station Indians.
It's the same type of Indians. It's not the...
No, but they fucking, okay, if you've got, I mean, you're a white person, I'm a white person. If I've got a job fucking, you know, I don't know, some easy job paying me a bunch of money and you're a fucking fluffer in a porno, like, one of us is going to be happier than the other. Like, you're just going to be fucking like, God damn it. Should have went to college.
All right. Fair point.
So yeah, like the dude sitting there making fucking phone calls to people who hate him because he keeps calling them. Yeah, he's probably gonna be a little unhappy.
All right.
But those guys at the gas station, man, they're living their best lives. And like, I'd stop at them at like in the middle of nowhere, man, and it's still a fucking Indian dude. Like, they're everywhere. It doesn't matter what gas station it is. They like sniff them out and they're like fucking. Like this is the only gas station within like 250 miles, and we're buying that motherfucker, and everybody's gonna stop here. It's just super nice people. But yes, okay. So on my way home, I found out that I can, in fact, run my car out of go-go juice. So on the way down, I stopped, like the car had me stop at certain chargers on the way down. On the way back, it had me stopping at the same chargers. Makes sense, right? I mean, it mapped it out, had me going. Well, this trip, this leg of the trip between chargers was the longest leg of the trip without getting out. And I got to the point where I was about 12 miles away from my charger. And I had about 25 miles left on my battery. And I was ready to get the fuck out the car. Well, as you know, if you go faster, it kind of drains the battery a little bit. And I knew that. And normally I run like 70, 80 mile an hour. And the car is figuring my mileage based on my speed that I normally drive.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, if you go 70 to 80 mile an hour, you got like 25 miles left on this charge. You'll make it your 12 miles. You'll be fine. And I'm like, I want to get the fuck out of this car. So I'm running like 90, 95 down the interstate. I'm like trying to get to my exit, you know. And it actually popped into my head, like, I'm sitting there watching the battery, like the mileage just keep going down, like quicker and quicker. Like, I'm like, I know I didn't just go a mile. Definitely didn't go a mile there. And but I'm like, I still got plenty of mileage. I was like, I don't know how far away I was from the charger, but when I finally completely stopped, I was 0.7 miles from the charger. But at some point, I had 11 miles left on my charge, and it was like, hey, your car's shutting down. Have you ever ran yours out of go-go juice?
I've not.
Okay, so what happens is your car goes, hey, your car is going to shut down. Find a place to safely pull over. And I'm still going, and I'm like, no. I'm fucking close to the exit. I can see it up there. I've got just a little ways to go. We'll make it. We'll be all right. Well, have you ever had where you've got those little yellow dots that only give you so much acceleration when you get the battery so low? Okay, when you get... Goddamn, dude, do you drive that thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you get the battery so low, it, like, limits your, like, acceleration, like the... Basically kind of like the RPMs. It kind of limits your RPMs.
Yeah.
RPMs. But, so it'll have these little yellow dots, and it will only let you go up to there, like, as far as, like, how quick you get off the line, you know? Not like a speed thing. But, then it's also, have you ever had your battery fully charged to where it's got those little yellow dots at the bottom, where it only takes so much regen?
Yeah.
It'll only let you regen so much. Well, what
Or it
happens,
won't regen at all.
or it won't regen at all. Well, what happens whenever you're running out of go-go juice is the little yellow dots go on both sides. And they're sitting there, and it told me to pull over, and you could see the yellow lines getting closer and closer to zero, like telling me that I'm not going to be able to go no more. And I'm like, whenever those yellow lines popped up, then I was like, okay, this car means business. So I started getting over, and then I got all the way over into the slow lane, and I'm like, the exit's right there. And I'm like, I got nothing left on the pedal. Like, I'm just basically coasting.
You got your fucking foot to the floor.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, after I pushed it and I realized I wasn't going nowhere, I was like, well, I'm just coasting. So I just let it roll. I pulled over, got off the road, and I'm like, fuck. I don't know what to do in this situation. So I get a hold of Tesla, and they're like, well, we don't cover you being a dipshit. So you're going to have to pay for your tow to get to a charger. So they are like, well, we've got these two people that we recommend. And I can't remember the names of these people, but I know I wouldn't recommend them to people. I can't fucking remember who they were. But I called one guy who was 30 miles from me that Tesla fucking recommended. I call him, and he's like, well, where are you at? And I tell him, he's like, well, you're too far from me. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I'm too far from you? Like, you're a tow company. I pay you by the mile. That makes no sense. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you're just too far, too
far, man.
I was like, but Tesla recommended you. Like, you're not going to haul me? Like, nah, we do work for Tesla, but just not that far. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? All right. So I call this next guy who's further away. And he's like, yeah, I can come get you. But while, like, in between the two, I was looking online, and I see where they're talking about if your 12-volt battery dies, then you'll have to get a jump to your 12-volt battery.
What the fuck did you do? You reevaluate. You reevaluate yourself over there? What are you doing, brother?
Trying to fix the camera, man.
Oh, it looks better. All right. Anyways, if your 12-volt battery dies, you got to
12-volt. If your 12-volt battery dies, keep this in mind. Like, if the high voltage battery dies, you're golden. You're fine. You just get tow to a charge and you're fine. But if your 12-volt battery dies, you can't do nothing with the car. You can't. There's no panel. It all dies. It goes away. You can't put it in tow mode. You can't open your charge port. Like, you can't open, even if you get that charge port open, there's a little fucking pin that holds the fucking cable in there so people can't come and yank that shit out while you're charging. So that pin won't go down to let you poke it in there. So you're just fucked. So then you got to get a jump. It's making you anxious just fucking hearing it, ain't it? So I'm like, fuck. Well, what if that happens? Because he's further out. What if my 12-volt dies before he gets here? Because I don't know shit about how long this is going to last, you know? So I asked the guy, and he goes, well, I can take you to a charger. He goes, but I can't jump you or anything. Like, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just taking you there, and I'll drop you off, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I'm like, well, you're an asshole. And
you're a bad person.
Yeah, like, fuck you, guy. Like, he gave zero fucks, man. And I could feel that in I called some other people too, and I could just feel it in their voice. I'm like, hey, do you haul Teslas? And they're like, ew, no, that's gross. They just they were super happy.
That one was broke down.
That one was broke down. They're like, yeah, fuck that Power Wheels. Take your Tyco and go on up the fucking street. Oh, wait, you can't because your battery's dead. So, this is going to get horrible. So, I call my dad, who's got a rollback, and he's like, yeah, I'll come get you, but I'm in Clarksville. I'm down in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. He's in Clarksville. He's got to go all the way back to Crothersville to get his rollback, then come down and get me. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Like, fuck yeah. What a swell guy.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, so
thanks, Dad.
And they were like out on like a date, like dinner and a movie kind of thing, getting ready to go see a movie and shit, and he's like, nah, I'm good. I'll come get you.
He's like, I'll help out the young lad.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, if I can figure out something, I'll give you a call so that you don't have to come all the way down here. Well, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. I think my insurance has roadside assistance. So I called my insurance. Well, I got online with the insurance and they're like, yeah, we'll tow you within 15 miles. Like, what a coincidence.
It's
my
fucking
dumbass is like 0.7 miles away from this charger. So they send somebody and they like fucking low jack the fucking tow truck, the rollback. So I like can watch them on a map and see where they're at and how close they are to me and when they're going to get there and all that shit. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's all right. So I call him up after I get that news that they're coming, and he had already made it back to Crothersville by then, but he hadn't left with the rollback. I'm like, hey man, sorry, but I got somebody to come get me. You don't have to come down here. So this fucking truck pulls up in front of me. And the only time I was kind of skeptical of them whenever, like, I was watching them on the map and they had to go down past me on the interstate, go to an exit, and then come back and turn around on that exit and come back.
Yeah.
And they stopped on the side of the interstate like a couple miles back or a mile back or something. I'm
like before they got to you?
Before they got to me. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, don't tell me they're picking up a different car. Like, it's pretty, like, you should know. I feel like a Tesla is pretty noticeable, you know? And then they finally start moving again. They get up there to me. They pull up in front of me and they get out. And it's fucking...
Before you continue, could you imagine being broke down on the side of the interstate and just a random flatbed pulls up in front of you and starts to hook up, and then there's two guys in the truck, and one of them's like, whoa, this isn't the guy. Oh, sorry, buddy. Yeah. Sorry.
Wrong guy.
You can stay.
Continue being fucked on the side of the road.
Yeah. Whew. Sorry about that. All right, you can continue. But that shit was in my head like some guy broke down on the side of the road.
So fucking Haji and Apu fucking hop out of this truck, and the one guy, man, like super fucking nice dudes. Like we fucking were cutting up and stuff. Like great guys. One guy didn't speak any English, and the other dude, he was like enough he could communicate with me. And I'm like, man, when they got out of the truck, I was like, hang on a minute, like, how long have you guys been doing this? Dude's like 3. He's like me 3 years. He's like him 2 weeks. And I'm like, well, okay. Have you ever hauled a Tesla? And he's like, fuck. Okay. So but they were like super fucking like delicate with it, and he even brought out some special straps and stuff so that he didn't fuck up the, like, instead of using the hooks on it, he brought out some straps. He's like, this is for your car, you know, we'll take care of it. And of course his buddy's just doing whatever the hell he tells him to do. He doesn't understand a word I'm fucking saying, man. He's giving me every time I talk to him, he's giving me the like okay or the yes. And I think, like, I'm guessing like Middle Eastern, like one of the stands over there.
All right.
But so they get hooked up and they're starting to pull it up on there, and a Tesla's heavier than fuck, right? Well, they get it up onto the flatbed, and I'm over there talking with this guy who can
speak a little bit.
Yeah, communicate with me. And his buddy's over there getting this fucking flatbed back up onto the truck. Well, he didn't do it properly, where he like distributed the weight properly as when he's like getting it up on it. Dude, the whole front end of that truck fucking lifted up off the ground. This dude freaks the fuck out. He's running up there like, no. His buddy's just over there fucking, he keeps going, man. Truck's fucking up like this. And he's like, that's good, man. It'll be all right. Fucking he got it up on there, man. He must have fucking known something we didn't. Went up on there and fucking truck goes boom, fucking right back down. Guys, God damn it. Then he lets his buddy, like, they put me riding bitch in the middle, and he lets his buddy drive. And all I could think is this thing's heavy as fuck. Like, I'm afraid something's gonna happen. We're gonna fucking do a wheelie or fucking flip the truck or something like that. It's a single cab truck. And he like puts it down, and I clearly see he's not in drive, and he like pushes on the gas. And dude, something that fucking irks my ass, and it took a lot for me not to say something, which it wouldn't have helped anyway because he couldn't understand me. But when people, okay, if you push down on the gas pedal of your car and it doesn't fucking go anywhere, pushing that motherfucker just a little bit further isn't going to help, you know? But he was pushing it down, you could hear it revving up, and he's like, oh, it ain't going nowhere. So he fucking mashed it, man. And I'm like, dude, it's not fucking going anywhere. I was scared to death what was going to happen is this thing was going to kick into gear when he had them fucking RPMs up there, and we were going to go, phew. So I'm fucking like white knuckling, man. I'm fucking freaking the fuck out. He did this like 3 times trying to figure out, like it wouldn't go, and he put back up. Fucking put it back up in the park, and he's like fucking with it and stuff. And his buddy's like, hey. And he says something to him, and then he reaches over there and he puts it down. He's like, and then we just start going. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, dude, I could see the fucking Charger. Just don't fucking kill me or destroy my car. But we get up there and they drop me off. And when they drop the car down, I'm like the ass end of my car is over into one of the other parking spots, so I feel like a fucking douchebag the entire time. But luckily, the whole time, my 12-volt battery, I made sure to power it down. Every time it would kick back on, I would power the fucking car back down just so I didn't use that 12-volt battery. And it didn't die, so I was able to get in tow mode and get my charge port open and get it charged and all that good stuff and get back on the road. It took me about an hour or so to charge from completely dead as fuck to good to go to make it home. It took me about an hour. But
had a supercharger.
Yeah, I had a supercharger. But I just took my time fucking I called a couple people fucking Caught some
Yeah,
shit.
you're fucking brave, my dude, because you catch me dead on the side of the road.
Like that
I'm-
wasn't me.
I'm not taking no pictures.
You didn't
I'm
see
not
shit.
posting nothing. I will act like this day never happened. So you're a brave man, and I respect it a lot for being able to get an electric car and then just being able to eat the shit talk. 'Cause
Yeah,
it would burn my
I gave
ass
zero fucks,
to
man.
fucking post it and just be like, all right, here come the comments.
I was cutting up with that dude. I was like, man, this thing's a piece of shit. Like, left me stranded on the side of the road. I was like, fuck this car.
Kick his fucking rim.
Yeah, then, well, you could tell he, like, you could tell those people, you could almost smell it on them when they don't like an electric vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
And I could tell that he didn't like it, so I was like fucking cutting up with him. I was like, yeah, it's a piece of shit, man. I was like, fucking left me stranded on the side of the road. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I hate these cars. He like opened up a little bit, and I'm like, yes, let the hate flow through you.
Oh, that's fucking props to you.
Hey, man, another thing that I realized being down there in Georgia is the G. You know how Nat's got that silent G in it?
Yeah.
That shit stands for Georgia. Them motherfuckers are everywhere. Everywhere.
Gnats are everywhere.
Nats are everywhere.
So much fucking brighter in here without the sunglasses.
And I can tell if you're looking at me or not. Like, I'm sitting there having a conversation with you, and I'm like, I don't know if he's even looking at me.
Oh,
or
sorry,
not.
I was trying to get used to the lights, brother.
We're fucking
But there's gnats everywhere.
everywhere. You couldn't fucking do anything without fucking just covered in them. Anytime you walk outside, as soon as you walk outside, they're fucking all over the place. Born and fucking raised in fucking Georgia. And they just happen to travel everywhere else. I did see something else that kind of, I just figured we could discuss it. I was curious about.
What?
You know, you got like a they, them, and she, her, and like the pronouns or whatever. Is
Yeah.
that still a thing?
Yeah.
I still do that.
Yeah. It's just normalized.
That's kind of,
The people got it in their Twitter bio.
yeah. Okay, so like I seen these posts about like people talking about how like we have these famous people, right?
Yeah.
Like Hulk Hogan was the example that they used. Like the dude's name is not Hulk Hogan. But we will refer to him as Hulk Hogan because he wants us to refer to him as Hulk Hogan, this imaginary fucking character that he made up. And that's perfectly okay.
I couldn't tell you his real name. I think it's Terry.
I thought it was Paul. Now we're going to have to find out after this conversation.
Okay.
See who's closer. Probably like fucking Theodore or something. But, so we'll refer to this motherfucker as Hulk Hogan.
All right.
But some Joe Schmo's like, hey man, I want you to call me
They.
whatever. And we're like,
Call me.
fuck that.
She, her.
You go by your fucking
Call me she, her.
slave name.
I'm going to call you by your government name.
Yeah.
Government
Government.
name.
Yeah, so that kind of, I was curious about that. I wonder why there's that double standard.
Maybe it's because it's like Hulk Hogan's like a fictional character. You got like an alter ego where you go
Well,
around like
these. I mean, these people are like,
I'm he,
I
him.
want you to call me a cat.
I'm he, him.
I'm a cat. Like, okay, you're a fucking cat. I'll call you fucking
Pussy, fuck it.
yeah, whatever you want, man. I don't give a shit. It don't affect me any. Don't hurt my feelings. I'll call you whatever the fuck you want me to call you. I mean, the only thing that I disagree with is whenever they get super upset when you don't. Like if I come up to something and I think that it's a dude, but apparently it's a woman, and I say,
And you get the riot act
hey,
for assuming.
yeah, thank you, sir, and they're like, it's ma'am. Like
That fucking gas station video.
Yeah. As soon as they say some like it's ma'am shit, I'm like, all right, yeah, it's ma'am. You got it. No problem. If they fucking push it past then, fuck you.
You're a fucking dude.
Yeah, like you're about to get your feelings hurt.
You are not a woman.
Yeah, like you done fucked up. now.
I have no problem respecting your wishes of being me calling you Stephanie when you're Steven. But if you try to correct me 3 times.
Oh, it takes once. Or like twice, I guess. You can correct me the one time. Like, okay, my
I'll
bad.
eat that.
Yeah. You're a
You fucking drag it out.
Yeah, yep. You got it. But if you huff and puff under your fucking breath because of some shit like that, like that's all it'll take. Just give me a sigh. Give me a fucking like it's ma'am, and I'm like, oh okay, sorry, ma'am. You give me the like done fucked up now.
Do that into the camera.
Done fucked up now. Oh, hey, speaking of women, they talk about like women making what, like 75 cents on the dollar or something like that. They don't make as much as men, right?
Mhm.
That's what they say.
Oh, we have a conversation now. Okay.
It made good sense. I don't even know where I heard it. Somebody made an argument.
Is it comedic? Was it a stand up?
Are you talking about the 75 and 75 making $1.50?
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
I seen that. But no, this makes sense. This makes sense. If it's cheaper, like if they can get away with paying women less, why don't these companies just hire all women?
Oof. Because they won't.
That's some flat earth shit for your ass.
Because they won't.
Makes sense. Something.
That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Got the wheels turning now, son. I like it.
Like I don't know which. I mean, it's one or the other. Either they actually do, which I do believe that they probably get paid less. I mean, they obviously get paid less, but what is the reasoning? Is the reasoning because they're a woman, or is it a different reason?
Because they can't do certain stuff that men can do. Have you seen Joe Rogan's bit where he's like,
fucking sexist?
Well, he's like, I'm not sexist. He's like, I have 3 women in my life. I got a wife and daughters, and I love them more than anything. But I could beat the fuck out of any of them.
I could fuck them up. Yeah, I seen Tate said something like that about like a woman when a self-defense class woman.
Yeah.
She's like talking about like well, if you grab a hold of me, then I grab a hold of and I twist like this. He's like, that's not how that works.
I could put you down.
Yeah,
lady.
he's like, I'm fucking bigger than you. And then he brought up the fucking Olympics thing. He's like, look at that. He's like, that's a fucking professional boxing woman who got hit once by a man and was like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm done.
Retired for life.
That's all it fucking takes, man. Because, I mean, it's just biology. I didn't do this. I didn't fucking make myself.
You did.
Well, I did do this.
You did that.
I did this, but I didn't do like. Even without this, I could probably hold my own against a woman pretty easily.
Yeah, probably. Since we're on women.
Now, anyway, thanks to the.
Where you at with the election right now?
I don't know. I haven't really followed it a whole lot. Man, I've just realized that like one side's gonna vote for the one side, and the other side's gonna vote for the other side, and they're not gonna fucking change their minds, and it doesn't matter how much. You can't have a conversation where they're like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." I do side with one more than the other, just because.
That's where I think I'm at.
What's that? They say something about like you could tell a lot about a man by the company he keeps or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like yeah. So this really hurts a lot of people's feelings. But it's like my favorite argument for a certain side. I won't even say what side it is. I'm just gonna fucking I'll keep the sides out of it, and you could just let your imagination run wild.
Let's hear it.
I used this one time against well, I was having a debate with a coworker at the time. This was years ago, and hang on.
Paper towels in there. Yeah. Underneath the cabinets over in the corner.
Okay. So we were having this debate about like the different sides, and he was an easily like he'd get cranky pretty easily. And that might be a hint as to which side he was on. But you could guess which side he's on at the end of it. But going back to a man is, you know, as good as the company he keeps or whatever. I was like, on one side, you got like certain people, but on your side, I was like, I'm not saying that you're a racist. I'm not saying that you're a Nazi. I'm not saying that you're a fucking Klan member. The only thing that I'm saying is you all are all standing on the same side of the fence on this one. And he didn't like that too much. He got super upset. I'm like, dude, I'm not calling you a Nazi. I'm just saying you agree on some shit.
Like, you guys have a lot of common interests.
Yeah, like I can't think of a single thing that the Klan's like, we should do this. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I can get behind that. Let's do that. Like, none of that shit makes sense to me. None of those people fucking, I have no interest in going to any of their rallies. But yeah, there's a certain side that has those people on it. And I mean, you can just look at that and tell.
There's some people that are listening to this, or that will listen to this, and are going to get ruffled feathers from that.
Well, I mean, tell me it's not true. You're on the same fucking side.
Unapologetic, son.
Yeah.
I ain't sorry.
Fuck you.
I feel like a lot of my views like lean more left way.
Mm-hmm.
But I like JD Vance a lot. I don't know if it's just because he's like a younger guy.
Okay.
But I've never been like a huge Trump train, make America great again kind of guy. Like,
yeah,
not really the side that I go with, but like keeping an open mind and looking at both sides equally.
I don't like any side that tries to win solely by just talking down about the other side. And I feel like that's the only thing that they run on. They don't ever come out there and say anything positive. It's always negative shit.
Yeah. Like, this is a great example. I was watching a JD Vance rally or him on a podcast or something. And they had just announced Kamala Harris's vice president. I can't remember what the guy's name is.
Tim Waltz.
Yeah.
Is it Waltz?
Yeah. They had just announced him. And what I was watching this on was like Fox News. And this is how I found out the shit's fucking skewed either way. Because what I was watching him say was that Tim Walz has stolen valor, where he was talking about weapons that I used in war should not be used on the streets, talking about gun control. And J.D. Vance said that you didn't go to war, that you pulled out of your platoon as soon as the orders came through that you were going to Afghanistan. So I was like, well, that's some fucking pussy shit. That's fucked up. But this is something I've learned to do, is check both sides.
There you go.
So
That's all it takes.
I went on fucking CNN or MSNBC and seen what they said, and Tim Walz had already applied for senator months before he got the orders to go to Afghanistan, because he did pull out right before they left. But
Just a timing thing.
Yeah, but whenever you go to leave, like whenever you go to withdraw from the military, it's not a snap of the fingers. It's a 6-month long process. And it just so happened to land that whenever he did leave, they had just got the orders that they were going to Afghanistan. So it's not what they made it out to be, to where he left his group and was like, fuck y'all. Yeah. Y'all have fun getting shot at.
See you later.
It wasn't that, but that's what they made it out to be. So it's fucked either way, because this side's talking shit about this side. This side's talking shit about this side. But they're both lying.
Well, wait, who's lying?
The fucking Fox and the both news sides. I'm not specifically talking about the politicians themselves. Of course, politicians.
Do you have an example of the other side lying?
I'm talking about the news.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the news.
Yeah. Do you have an example of the other
Of
side
CNN lying?
Yeah.
Well, they put filters on Joe Rogan.
But filters.
Whenever he was sick with COVID, made him yellow, made it look like he was dying when he wasn't, when he was extremely healthy. Like, they took a video that he posted on Twitter where he was talking about having COVID and starting to feel better, and they put a fucking filter on him to make it look like he was yellow, to where he was really sicker than he was.
They said that?
Yeah.
I'd have to see that. I haven't seen that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you gotta, even on the ones that I hear, and I'm like, yeah, that fits, what I believe. Still, there's some times where it's like,
you
that
have to.
Sounds fucking way the fuck out there. And usually, if it sounds fucking ridiculous, it usually is. But the thing is people just hear that shit and then they just run with it. I hear dumb shit like that at work all the time about, well, I mean, look at like when Obama was in there about how he was Kenyan and or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all that.
He's not American. Show me the birth certificate.
Yeah, all that shit. And it's just, man, it's not, they don't let you just walk in and be fucking president. I mean,
like he's been here for a while. Just because he's new to you doesn't mean he's new around here.
Yeah, and people just, they don't even bother to look into it, man, to see if their side is actually, they just fucking run with it. It doesn't matter how crazy what I'm saying it sounds, man. They just run with it.
The news is curated to those people. Like if you go on CNN, or not CNN, if you go on Fox, you're going to see a bunch of pro-Trump shit. And then if you go the other way, neither side is showing the truth for both. Like you're not going to see the article that I seen on CNN or MSNBC. You're not going to see that on Fox. And then Fox isn't going to show the other one.
Well, they both show the same thing, but it's the way that they spin it.
Yeah.
Like the headline usually, because most people only read the headline.
Well, it's clickbait.
Yeah, so they'll read the fucking headline and then they're like, "Oh my god, like this is true," and then they run with it and they go and they tell everybody, and that's why most of the time, whenever I like bring up something that I haven't looked into, I let you know, "Hey, I seen this. I don't know how true it is. We can discuss it. Maybe you know more about it. You've looked into it. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at." And I'm, yeah, like, well, back to what I was saying though. I just hate like one side, like just using all the fucking negativity.
Yeah, back to the you bringing up Obama made me think of this. It was whenever you watch like I think it was the McCain Obama debate.
Yes, I was gonna bring that up.
They were talking. They were very cordial to each other.
Yeah,
I think
McCain was a hell of a guy.
Like someone on the other side wished Obama a happy anniversary. Like I'm sure this is where you wanted to be at for your anniversary.
Yeah,
like they were.
That was when after that. I feel like after that election, that was like the last one that we had where they both sides respected one another. Man,
and that
I'm just Trump getting in there is what did it.
It has to be. It turned it into like a reality show.
Yeah, like as soon as Trump threw his hat into the ring before he even got it, president, he was just so fucking negative, and he brings out the negativity in everybody. Like, it's just fucking all. Like, why do you want to be that fucking negative all the goddamn time?
Like going back and watching that debate and then watching the one from this year is fucking mind blowing. Like there was no way those two back then were talking about each other's fucking golf handicap. They were talking about their fucking policies. They weren't talking about,
right.
oh, you're this or you're an idiot.
Well, I seen one where this woman, I don't think it was at a debate. I think it was just one of McCain's rallies, and this woman asked McCain about Obama and not being born in this country. She didn't ask him really. She was like telling him like, he shouldn't be president. He's not born in this country, Muslim, all that shit. And he was like, listen, like, I know Barack Obama. I know he is a hell of a guy. He defended him at his own fucking rally. He was defending Obama. He's a good, I don't know if he's Christian or not, but he was like a good
He'd be
man.
a good candidate for
he's a
president.
A awesome family man, just an all around good guy. He kept fucking defending him, was talking this dude up.
Someone on the opposite, someone that's competing against him.
Yeah, was talking him up.
Like, I could tell you this, and you could turn around and go vote for him, but I just want you to understand that what you're hearing is wrong.
Well, he just said that, he defended him on that. He just said the only thing is we disagree on a few things, on some policies and on the way that this country should, the direction that we should go in and stuff like that. He's like, that's it. We just disagree on some things. And that's why I'm running against him. And that has to be like,
it's super
one
rare
of the best fucking answers ever. It's super rare now. I feel like back in the day, like even like Al Gore, George Bush kind of thing,
it was common for like a cordial respect. Like,
look at that whole Florida thing. You were probably, I was pretty young then too. You were probably way too young. The whole Florida ordeal with Al Gore and Bush and how I don't really remember a whole lot about it, but it was something to do with like basically Al Gore had like won the election, and then something happened with Florida, and it turned into Bush had won the election. Like it completely flipped. It was a big deal, but I don't think that there was there definitely wasn't no fucking riot at the goddamn Capitol.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Like it was like, oh man, that's fucked up. Some people believed it was staged, but the majority of people were like, shit happens. We were reasonable, we fucking didn't believe every goddamn thing that came over over the TV or what. We watch too many fucking movies, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We think that life is like a fucking movie. Like that shit is not happening. There's people out there who are gonna fucking do you wrong to fucking get ahead, but those people who are already ahead, they don't give a fuck. Like 911, there's a bat.
My dad.
Maybe he's got a bat.
You got a bat?
Is it a FaceTime?
Yeah.
Tell him to get his shit together, man. We're doing a podcast here.
Oh, so there's no bat? I don't want to. No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see your bat wing. All right, I'll call you back later. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, it's on my Facebook. Bye.
Oh. I don't know if we can move from politics to drugs or not.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
smooth transition, man. Smooth transition.
You know how like they have like these drugs, like you can go on like a like Joe Rogan like has like the
Talking about a ayahuasca retreat.
well, yeah, you go on those like journeys. You know, they don't call them fucking drug binges or whatever the fuck. You know, you don't go on a bender or anything like that. It's just called a retreat or a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you go on like meth journeys?
There was a Ron White did one of those, and
A meth journey?
no, not a meth journey, an ayahuasca retreat, and he wanted to do it to try and get clean from alcohol from when he was a huge drunk. And they were like, "This is not a detox facility. You got to go 30 days without drinking before you come here." And yeah,
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I was just curious about that. Like, if you could do, like, just
a meth retreat.
you think you could do, like, meth one time and not get completely addicted to it? Is
I don't know.
that possible?
I
I've
don't
never
know.
done it. I've been offered it once. One time I've been offered it. I was like, it doesn't sound
I've
like
been
fun.
offered it a few times. You like to go fast? You like to speed? No, no, I don't. But since we're on the topic of drugs, there was a crackhead at the gas station.
Hey,
Yeah,
they were a crackhead.
Well,
Maybe they were just on a crack journey.
no, they did crack one time.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we look this up one time on a previous podcast where if you do crack one time, you're a crackhead?
No, that wasn't.
We identified you
that
as a
wasn't
crackhead.
the definition
We
of a
identified
crackhead.
you as a crackhead.
It
but-
wasn't the definition of a crackhead.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well, I go into the gas station before work, and I'm in there. I park right up front. I'm getting ready to go in there and get me something to drink, and like the gas station doors are double doors, and I can see through the glass that there's a guy standing there with a backpack and some dirty ass clothes with no socks and shoes on.
He was barefoot?
Yeah, he was barefoot
Where at?
at the gas station.
There's a lot of gas stations.
Okay, well,
Like in town? This
Yeah.
town?
yeah, the Circle K on Ewing. Know what I'm talking about? By the
No.
Haji Mart?
No, but it's fine. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I go in and he's fucking spouting out to the fucking cash register guy. I'm like, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. Fuck this guy. I'm just trying to get in and get out.
Isn't it weird how crackheads are up so early?
Yeah.
Do you think they're up early or they just don't go to bed?
They definitely just don't go to bed. This is not an early morning. This is a late night.
Oh, okay.
But I grab my shit. I use the fucking self checkout thing, and I'm starting to walk out, and he's still fucking spouting out to the cash register guy, and then I'm starting to leave, and he like steps in front of me. He's like, "You ever had a little Irish in you, buddy?" And I was like,
The crackhead?
"Yeah." And I was like, "No." He's like, "You want to?"
Oh my God.
I was like, "Bro, I'm getting the fuck out of here."
Was he bigger than you?
He was taller than me, and it was hard to tell the build because he had like a hoodie and a backpack on, but he was like ginger with a fucking beard and all scruffy, and
He was just straight like, hey man, I'll fuck you.
that's basically what he said.
Like,
Dirty
don't
fucking-
run.
Fucking dirty Mike and the boys.
Oh my God. Hey, you could have had a soup kitchen in your fucking.
I'm fucking good, brother.
Been like an upgraded soup kitchen in a Model 3.
That's not for me. I ain't never got my car so fast. Fucking. But usually when I get in the car, I don't lock it. But I fucking ding. Fuck you. He didn't even come out of the gas station, but I was still like, hell nah, son. Ain't no fucking way.
What did you not? I bet you didn't say anything, did you?
I didn't say a fucking word.
He was just like, hey, I'll fuck you. And you were like,
I'm out. Bro, it's early.
oh my God, dude.
You done set the tone for my whole fucking day.
Like 5 o'clock in the morning, about got raped by a crackhead.
That happened this week. And this is the first day off I've had in like 2 weeks. So the boy was fucking like just in straight work mode.
Oh yeah, you would have been.
And
he was
trying to get a piece of this, and I was like, no sir, no.
Might have found out something about yourself, man. Might have remembered something about yourself.
Reminded me from the past. All right, transition to a question I got for you. So, evolution says that we came from monkeys, right? Right?
I think so.
So, like,
I'm not a professional, but yeah, I
that's
believe so.
what the alleged story is, right?
Allegedly.
All right. Well, so monkeys have hair all over their body. That's why we got hair. It's dwindled down from evolution, but the de-escalation of hair is like people with a shit ton of hair are looked at like fucking like nomads, like Vikings, and fucking like people that are like farther back, like back in the evolution days, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Like you see a fucking scruffy ass dude with a big beard, super hairy. It's a caveman, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess you do kind of look at them as like. Do you look at a hairy dude as like automatically dumber than you?
That's we get there. Thank God. So, and my argument to this is like the reason we get cold chills and the hair stands up is like it's a defense thing. Like whenever we were monkeys, the shit would like we would look bigger. So this what made me think of this was like the hair made us look bigger as a defense for other animals. Like, so that's why when you get cold chills, shit, hair stands up. You might, it's thinner hair now, but you would look bigger before. Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, back to my point of you see this big burly man, and then you see a man that looks like me. I'm not saying I'm further in my evolution than that guy, but I am more developed.
I just picture some like fucking big burly motherfucker listening and watching this and be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
It's not my fault, man. I got good genes. I'm losing my hair. I got no beard. I'm fucking 30.
Yeah, I guess you're definitely fucking farther along on that evolutionary thing. We're losing our fucking hair and shit.
I thought you'd get a kick out of it, but I wasn't expecting the wheels to turn as fast as yours did, so you caught on pretty early to where I was going with it.
Yeah, I could see them being dumber. Like, I automatically look
So you see my point in, like, them, like, being closer to caveman than, like...
Yeah, absolutely, but... Yeah. I see... I just say that I definitely feel like they're dumber. Like I feel like if I see a dude with a big beard and he's all like fuzzy and shit, I automatically think that dude's stupid.
We're talking about you, Josh.
No, I mean
Josh and Brandon. We just had two big bearded men on this podcast 2 episodes ago.
But that's just my initial like look, like
right.
And it's not like I think they're stupid.
No.
And I'm not even talking about them. I'm just talking about the big bearded people.
Yeah.
Like, just initially, whenever I first see one of them, I'm like, yeah, my IQ is definitely higher than theirs. Like,
that's the initial reaction.
Yeah.
Those guys specifically. Josh is really smart. I love Josh. He's got a degree, makes more money than I do. Props to you, brother.
Those fluffers probably do too.
I'm not a fluffer. You wash your hands before you pee?
No,
No.
no.
You wash your hands after you pee?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to spread the germs from touching your wiener to other shit, but you want to spread germs from touching other shit to your wiener?
Let's not call it a wiener.
Penile?
That makes me uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, we won't say wiener no more. We'll say penis.
When I touch my dick.
Well,
Anyway, go ahead. What was you?
yeah, that's my point. Is like you wash your hands after you piss, so you don't get your dick germs to other shit like your phone, your TV remote, whatever, doorknobs, whatever.
My dick is not fucking dirty. Like,
Okay,
I don't have.
I wash my shit too. I'm just saying that's the general consensus, right?
No, okay. The way that I look at it is, I'm walking in there. Like, if I've touched things, again, I don't know a lot about this, but I'm assuming that once I touch something, it gets on my hand, it is capable of moving to other parts of my body. Like, it's not just staying on my hand.
That's fair.
So, mainly the reason that I wash my hands is because, like, I'm not saying I piss on my hands, but if I, like, I'm sure there's, like, microscopic bits that might splatter or something.
So, I already know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna ask you anyways. Are you like a grab it and whip it out kind of guy? Like you get get your shit undone or get your shorts pulled down like a quarter of the way, and you just grab the tree trunk and just fucking.
No, I just drop my pants to my ankles.
So you just pull the shorts and the underwear down far enough to where like he's got some breathing room and he can go out on his own. Right?
No, to my ankles. I'm bare assed at a urinal, man. I'm standing there bare assed.
That's some weird people, babe. No,
you
you
ain't. I don't even grab my dick.
You ain't.
Just like that. I just put my hands on my hip, on both hip.
You ain't that fucking guy. You got a belt on?
Yeah, why?
It's good. It's good.
You
ain't got no underwear on, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. It's good. You got.
I don't know what's happening right now, man. Are you like working an angle right now? Like, okay, I got to get through the belt and the zipper, and then I'm home free.
Well, this fucking conversation snowballed from washing your hands before you pee to like
You took us down this road, man. I don't know what snowball you're talking about.
I know.
You're driving this bus.
I escalated it. I know. But you well,
choose your words carefully. Oh, watch that.
I'm gonna catch some heat for this. But sometimes when I pee, well, every time when I pee, if I'm wearing like basketball shorts like this, I just like pull everything down far enough for the young lad to break him off my thigh and hang out and do his thing. And as long as my thumbs don't touch my balls or my wiener when I'm pulling everything down.
You are not 12 years old anymore. We don't use the W word.
Okay, well, unless my thumbs touch my balls or my dick whenever I'm pulling everything down, I don't usually wash my hands. Is that weird? If I don't touch anything, should I still be washing my hands?
Yeah. It's not the...
I've pissed twice during this podcast, and I just want to clear up that I have washed my hands both times.
We believe you.
No. I do. Oh, he's gonna bust out some fucking sounds now.
Bullshit.
There we go.
Bullshit.
That's it. That's a good one right there.
Bullshit. I can't even see it, but I knew which one came out. All right, so I'm weird. I guess I'll start doing that.
I think there's some people out there that never wash their hands.
There's definitely people out there that never wash
those
their hands.
motherfuckers. Like, if you don't wash your hands after you take a piss, like, that doesn't bother me too much. Like, it's not that big a deal to me.
It's the shit thing.
Dude, if somebody comes out the stall and they walk straight to the fucking door and go out, like, I almost want to say something.
That's how I feel when I see people walk out while taking a piss, like at work.
When they don't wash their hands?
Yeah, after they take a piss and they don't wash
You
their
just
hands.
got done saying that you don't wash your fucking
Yeah,
hands.
but I know. First of all,
Maybe they didn't touch
first
their-
of all, if I got pants on,
They didn't touch their wiener or their
First-
balls.
first
Then
of
they
all,
don't have to wash their hands.
first of all, when I got pants on, it's different. It's a different exit approach. Okay, so I got to fish the little guy out. I can't pull everything down far enough.
Yeah, I'm just a zipper and
So I know how I got that motherfucker out. I know I didn't touch the motherfucker.
why don't you just ask him?
Did you touch your penis?
Did you touch your dick while you were pissing? All right, checks out. You're good.
Just staying in the bathroom with a fucking earpiece. Hey, touch it.
Like peeking over his shoulder and shit. Like, okay. Looks good. Just don't get too close.
Good form. Good form.
Speaking of my dick being out, this morning I woke up and we already talked about me like sleepwalking and shit, right? Have we talked about it on this?
Yeah. Oh my god. I about punched the fuck out of Autumn in my sleep yesterday.
Oh,
But
man.
go ahead, continue.
Don't fucking miss those opportunities, man.
Go ahead, continue.
You'll get those excuses all the time, man. Like
Dude, go ahead.
her and I get into an argument. I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I fucking jacked your shit whenever I was sleeping. Fucked you up.
But I
was explaining the story. You can wait, motherfucker.
You go ahead and do it then.
Yeah.
It's like I got one I want to jump into now
You
too.
got one in your back pocket. You just keep it there, buddy. Don't
it's there.
forget.
It's
Don't
there.
forget. Yeah. So I wake up this morning and I sleep naked.
Yep.
So I'm laying there and I'm like, man, I don't know why. I'm not fucking in my right mind, but I'm like, I remember this. I'm sitting there thinking like, man, I don't want those people to see my dick, but I really got to piss. Hey, Simone. Simone. So what? I wake her up in the middle of the fucking, early this morning, real early. Simone. What? I got piss. Okay. Go close the door so I can go piss. So she's like, this motherfucker is asleep right now. Like, she knows it. She knows I'm asleep. We talked about it later. Like, she knew I was fucking asleep, but she's like, you know what? I'm not even arguing with this guy because it's not even him right now. I'll go close the fucking door. So she gets up, she goes to close the door. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. So I walk over there and I go take a piss. And I'm in there taking a piss and I'm like, I don't know why I had her close that door. I come back out and I'm like, we kind of look at each other. I'm like, I know, it's my bad. I don't know why the fuck I had you do that. I had to get up out of bed and close the fucking door so I could go feel safe in my own house taking a piss with nobody else there.
That's my bad, dog. That's my bad.
Yeah.
That's on me. That's on me.
Like, I didn't want them to spot us. All right, so you hitting your woman, right? You beat her?
Oh, fuck. All right, well, let's just set the tone because mine ain't that fucking funny. Y'all gonna have to settle down.
I told you, man. You should have released with it. Even if you're like halfway awake, you know, you're like, I'm still technically half asleep if I'm half awake.
Well,
so.
I don't even remember it because, like, most of the time it's like that situation where you just explain where you're like, you're not there, but you can recall exactly how you felt and why you felt that way. But and this usually just happens when I drink or when I like take melatonin or something. Something fucks up the equilibrium enough to where I'm fucked up in the sleep. And I guess I was in her face with my fucking fist like this.
Like up? You were awake?
like drawed back.
God damn.
And she was like, motherfucker, I don't think so. And she grabbed my fist and like pushed me over. Like, get the fuck out of here.
This chick doing fucking self-defense while she's sleeping.
This is 2:00 in the morning. And I guess she was awake.
Well, yeah,
I
she got
yelled,
her ass beaten.
I yelled something and woke her up, and she just woke up with me right in her fucking face like this, and was like, "I don't think so." And there's a door in our bedroom. It's glass. It goes out to the back porch, and I guess I got out of bed, stood up, and was like peeking out the fucking window. And she was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And this is like where I start remembering, like, shit. I'm peeking out the window. And I stop and I just stand there for a second. Then I walk over and I've got like a shelf of like a stand with all my clothes and shit on it. And just stand there and just looking at my clothes. And she was like, "They're okay. Come to bed, dumbass." And I was like, and I think what had happened was when I was looking out the back door was like I was trying to formulate like a like logic in what I was doing.
Oh no!
So I was like, maybe if I just stand here and look at my clone, she'll think that I'm not crazy.
dude, no, I've left that behind. I have accepted that I fucking sleepwalk and I do crazy shit in my sleep. So basically, whenever I come to, Simone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like, I'm going to bed." And I just get in bed. Like I could do some of the weirdest shit. I'd be like looking for shit under the bed, or
there was one time she came into the fucking. I think she just walked out of the bathroom because I go to bed before she does. I'll go to bed at like 8:00 when the kids do, and then she'll stay up and watch TV till like 10 or 11. Well, I guess she went to go lay down. She was coming out of the bathroom after a shower or something, and she must have scared me because I was asleep on the bed, and within the door opening, I fucking stood up, jumped up, and was like on the bed, like, what the fuck was that? She said I looked like fucking Spider-Man, like ready to spring into action.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, what? She was like, what are you doing? I was like, I jumped off the bed and I was like, she's like, lay down. I was like, then it was one of those, okay.
Yeah. You got it. I'm crazy. I know.
Yeah.
But it's, with me, I've noticed it has a lot to do with my diet. Just depending
That might
on
be
what
it
I
too.
eat. Yeah. You watch what you eat at night. But see, my problem is I save my grilled cheese sandwiches.
I'm eating them at night.
Yeah, I eat them at night. So I eat them real late, and cheese is what does it for me. So it's like,
oof,
you're guaranteed a show tonight. I've got this. I got to start fucking sleeping with clothes on because I got this weird thing where like
sleepwalking is why I sleep with clothes on. Because one of the first fucking sleepwalking expeditions I had when I was living on my own was I lived in an apartment that had about like the front door was on a balcony, like it was like a terrace that was connected to other apartment doors. Well, I went out there outside in December, ass naked. It was like, whew, woke up instantly. As soon as like, because my bedroom was on the opposite side of the apartment, so I walked through and went outside. And as soon as I opened that door, I remember holding on to the rail, so I made it out a little bit. But I remember holding on to the rail and be like, "God damn!" I went right back inside.
it wake you up.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's like no. I think that's why I sleep with clothes on now, because like I can't be trusted.
Yeah, I gotta start sleeping with something on because that's usually what I wake up and I think that I'm not at home or something, and so I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta get clothes on." Like, I woke up with Simone laying next to me, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. I better put some clothes on. Did I tell you about a steamroller?
No.
Yeah, like I'm laying in bed the other night, and I'm like this, and like I like remember this shit,
Yeah, it's a weird.
But
It's like a weird experience.
but I
right?
didn't control it. You know, I didn't do it, but I remember like laying there in bed, and I'm like, fuck, I'm naked.
Like you're
like-
possessed, but
Yeah,
but
like-
you.
I don't know. I gotta get some clothes on without this person seeing me. What am I gonna do? And she's gotten so used to it that she's just like, you know what? He's as long as he doesn't fucking like leave, we're good. So I rolled over and I like steamrolled her. Like I rolled over her. Like,
How do I get out of this?
like I
bed?
didn't get out on my side of the bed. I rolled over on top of her and like steamrolled over her.
Big brain.
And while I was doing it, I'm like wrapping myself up in the blanket and I take it with me. And she's like, what the fuck? And I go over and I put some boxers on, Like while I've got this blanket on, I'm like, or something in the fucking
This
dark.
person's never seen me naked
Yeah,
before.
like I'm
better
like,
get
I gotta
dressed.
just, and then I go back over and
It's
get
like,
in bed.
come to, like, what was that about?
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know, man. It's weird,
It is weird because you're fully aware of what's going on, but you're like,
but I don't know
No
why
control
I'm doing
of
it.
it.
Yeah, like I don't understand why I'm doing this. I just feel like I need to do this. It's almost like I'm having a dream.
yeah,
Like I'm along for the ride, but I have no control over what's going on.
I am not in the driver's seat.
Yeah. But what got us on that subject? Sleepwalking thing? Drugs. I know we were talking about drugs. Taking meth journeys.
Meth journeys. Need that Jeffrey.
I don't know what that does.
My notes are empty now, brother.
Oh, speaking of the drug thing, like I've seen a lot of shit about people might get really fucking super sad about it. But like I don't understand. It's awesome when people don't do drugs anymore. Whenever it's like completely taken over their life. That's awesome.
Recovery's great.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I don't feel like you should get a gold star for not doing drugs. Like you get a pat on the back, like that's awesome, man. It's cool that you're not doing that. You're not fucking special. Like you shouldn't have done fucking drugs to begin with.
Good job not doing them anymore.
Yeah, it's the same. It's like the equivalent of those people who are like,
So
like I take care of my kids.
I used to be a severe gambler, but I don't anymore. Where's my gold star?
You get a pat
It's
on
a-
the back.
It's the same fucking comparison, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you're doing something that's really bad for you.
Yeah,
Like it could be okay in moderation, but if you let it overrun your life, then it could fucking
Yeah,
run you
that's
into
the
this
thing.
shithole.
The drugs to me aren't bad. Like, do the fucking drugs if you want to. It's the fact that you let them completely take over your life. But you can do that with anything.
That's
You
what I'm
can do
saying
it
with the
food.
gambling thing.
Food. You can do it with food.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
get-
yeah.
You get super fucking fat, eating all that fucking bad food, and then like, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, you can have food, just don't fucking overdo it. You can have drugs, just don't fucking overdo it.
Yeah.
But like, I was gonna compare it to like people who like take care of their kids, and they're like, I make sure my kids are taken care of. They don't want for nothing. I feed them, and I got a roof over their head, and I'm the best fucking. It's usually mom. I'm the best mom in the world. I'm like, well, you're supposed to do all that shit. So yeah,
Good job, Debbie.
Good for you for doing the shit you're supposed to fucking do. Like, you get a fucking pat on the back as well. Way to go.
Like, good job. It's like, you know what? I went to the mall today and I didn't shoot everybody.
Gold star.
Good job, man.
That's what we need back here. A little gold star thing. Big ass fucking thing. We'll have our names on it and all the shit that we did or did not do for the day. Did not shoot up the mall.
And then there's gonna be one day
Did not touch little kids inappropriately.
there's gonna
Did not do drugs.
there's gonna be one day when one of us doesn't show up and it's gonna be like, well, he doesn't get a star today.
Yeah. Like, I did the drugs. Like, just leave it back here. Like, not even mention it or anything. We just don't have a gold star on the did not do drugs today fucking one.
It's like, all right. It's like at the end where it's like, all right, time to put our gold stars on. All right, well, I didn't touch any kids this week. I didn't shoot up any malls this week. Drugs, we're just going to put our gold stars in our pocket.
We'll just go on down the line. Speaking of the kids, are you gonna have any more kids?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna swap the Model 3 out for Model X.
What?
I'm gonna get a minivan.
Like a Model X. You want to get a Model X
Yeah.
instead of the Model 3?
Yes.
Are you gonna trade yours in?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have more kids?
Yeah. The fucking get the minivan version for more seats. The 3 rows.
You know, just because you have more seats doesn't mean you have to have more kids.
No, but if I have more kids, I need more space.
Yep. What makes you want to have more kids?
I don't know. I think it's like a baby fever thing.
That's not good.
It's not good. You keep pumping them out. I have like 8 of them. I'm gonna adopt like 3 of them.
I don't know if you're being serious.
Little Asian baby.
I really don't know if you're being serious.
A little Asian upstairs. Do your homework!
He'll be yelling at you.
You're stupid!
Yeah. The accent. What? What do you want to do? Get like a little Asian kid so that you can be fucking bigger than him? Like you take him to the gym and you be like, yeah, like I'm gonna show you how to lift. And he just wants to sit over there and do his homework and fucking.
Well, I just need to. Well, I figure if I get a little Asian kid, then there's no way I don't have the biggest dick in the house. So.
Autumn got a bigger dick than you.
Hope not.
Thing look like a Pringles can, all fucking tucked back and shit.
Look like a fucking what's that, pickled bologna wrapping around her leg.
Ew. Oh, speaking of that, like the text that I showed you the other day.
Yeah, where she, I don't think Simone loves me. Why? 'Cause she won't suck my dick from the back.
Yeah. I asked her to play a little brown-eyed peekaboo. I haven't got that. Makes me sad. But yeah, while you're over here fucking pumping out more kids, I just want to get my dick sucked from the back.
It's like, I feel like he's asking for a whole lot. He's asking for someone to grow a whole human being. And all I'm asking you to do is just bend me over and suck it.
Yeah, like knob polishing while I'm not looking at you.
How you want that to go down? Like lay on the bed, lay flat out on the bed, and her like
no, probably have to like
stand up maybe.
I don't think I'll like it, but I just want to experience it.
You got like standing up, and she's like got it going back. She's got your fucking balls on her eyes.
Oh, my shit should be like. My balls would be kind of propped up because I'd have it like tucked between my legs.
It would have to be. It would look like a fucking hot dog. Your dick would be going through your balls, so you'd have like a fucking bun wrapped around your cock.
Yeah.
Hot dogs for sale.
Hot dogs.
It's your hot dogs here.
Nah, like I said, I don't think it'll be something that I'd be into, but
Just want to know.
yeah, let's
I
give it a
just
go.
wanna know.
You know, let's
I just wanna know if it's
try new
something I'm into.
things. Yeah. Let's see what that's like.
Why not though? Like, is it just too close to your ass, or like, she definitely sucks your dick regardless. But like,
No,
is it just doing it from the back?
No,
She's
it's not. Okay, it's not like a I'm not doing that kind of thing. It's just that it hasn't happened.
well, fucking. Well, I don't know how you're gonna pull it off. You have to be like standing up on the bed because you can't do it laying on your belly because like she's gonna break it trying to get it in her fucking mouth if you're laying down.
I'll just
Like pull the fucking stand out from underneath the bike and break the fucking stand.
I don't know. I'll let you know whenever we We'll
It's
just
definitely one of them things you got to be like standing up on the bed
be
and
like
her just be sitting
you know,
down behind you.
figure it out as we go.
It's like, get down on your knees, honey. All right. Now this is how we're going to do this.
Yeah. I don't know. I might fucking Google it, man. I'm sure there's fucking techniques out there.
Look up some like Kama Sutra fucking angles for this shit.
Oh yeah. Sure, there's a way to. Oh, we were trying some experiment. We've kind of been slipping here lately. I told her in August, I was like, we should have sex every single day, and just see how it does for our moods.
That is a lot of work.
Well, it is, especially if you miss a day, and then you got to make it up.
That is a lot.
On the next day. So,
You been slacking because your mom visited, or
my
or
mom,
did you take a day off?
my mom only came down for the day. Like,
She didn't
so-
spend the night.
no.
Okay.
So we were good.
Okay. That's a lot of work. Just going like, for me, going like multiple days in a row in a week, like not even a full week, like 4 days is like, god damn.
No, I need it.
You
Like,
need
if I get it every day, I'm happy.
you need the testosterone release.
I need something. I don't know. I feel like I tell her all the time, I'm like, I feel so heavy right now.
Carrying it around in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Like I need something.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. If it's multiple times, like that many times a week, usually by like the fourth day, I'm like, I'm going to make this a fast one.
Oh yeah, they're not all fucking
Marathons.
yeah. Some of them I'm like Olympic speed fucking.
Sorry if you don't get off. Sometimes it's a race and I'm going to cheat.
No, I've got a thing there. That's I can't finish first. Like that'd bother me. I can't do that.
What a nice guy.
I am a pretty nice guy. I can't
What
do
a
that.
nice guy.
I don't think that I may have once, or like it doesn't happen very often. If I do, it's usually if we like really. I mean, there's obviously times where she just takes care of me, you know. But as far as like both of us, yeah, she's definitely getting there. Unless she's faking.
I don't think you can fake it. Oh my god! Scaring people at the resort, man. I don't think you can fake that.
I don't know.
Feel bad for that pilot too, man. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's a fucking
Noise canceling headphones.
Noise canceling. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely an experience. You ever thought about doing that?
I wouldn't mind. I haven't thought about it but
Go out to Vegas. We could all go to Vegas.
we're gonna take the same flight.
We're definitely not taking the same flight.
You guys are awfully close to each other. Yeah, I want to show Steve a wrestling move.
Oh shit. Yeah, you ever had a little Irish in you?
That's a soup kitchen in an airplane.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, back to have we ever discussed I was talking to you about having more kids because I was gonna suggest a vasectomy.
No, I'm good.
Have we talked about that on here?
I don't think we have.
Like my vasectomy?
No.
It's not that bad.
I know it's not. The kids' dad's had one, and he said it wasn't that bad. Like
No.
he did it and went back to work that day.
Oh fuck that. Oh. No, I listened to him. Like I don't get that. Like why do people go like people will go to a doctor.
He may not have.
They'll
Maybe
have
exaggerated.
they'll have like some surgery done. And then
no
the
recovery.
doctor's like, "Hey man,
Take some time off.
don't do anything for about 3 days. Lay around, ice your balls, and then you shouldn't have any problems so long as you listen." those are my testicles. I'm listening to the man who knows more than I do about my testicles. So, yeah, that's exactly what I did. I went home. I iced my balls. I did not do anything for like 3 days. And the whole situation was not that bad. Other than, like, I didn't like the needles for the numbing.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked. And then there was a period where he did something, and I was like, ah. And he was like, oh, did that hurt? Yeah, that kind of hurt. And he's like, oh, I did this. He's like, ah. Like, you son of a bitch. Then he fucking stuck me with another needle. So, and then afterwards, you have to give them a sample.
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple weeks later.
Yeah, to make sure.
Yeah. Well, they were like, hey, there might be blood in it.
Yeah, we have talked about this. I remember this part of
on here.
Yeah, well, maybe not on here, but go ahead and continue.
Yeah, like I was nervous about, like, dude, if there was blood in that.
You said you didn't for like a week, right?
Yeah, you have to wait. There's like a time. Like, you can't just fucking go home and start fucking yanking on
and
it.
You're like focused on like, what if there's blood the whole time?
Oh, dude, I was fucking terrified. Like, so much so that, like, whenever I went to get off, like, I was, like, hesitant to. I'm like, do I finish or do I not? Like, what do I do here? Because I'm telling you right now, man.
I'm edging myself right now because I don't want to get there.
If I see a schmeckle of blood.
Even though the doctor said it was fine.
Yeah, even just a little bit. The fact that it came out of my dick, I'm getting off, like, I get off, I see blood, there's gonna be fucking cum everywhere, blood everywhere. I'm passed out on the floor with my dick in my hand. Like, it would have been fucking awful. Awful. But I definitely recommend a vasectomy.
I'm good. I'm good.
But you want like a fucking football team or what? I don't know.
I don't know. Fucking... The amount of doctors and engineers that I've shot into the fucking toilet and the fucking sheets is...
Buddy, I've known you for a long time. I'm sure you don't have to worry about doctors and engineers being shot into the drain. Might have like a rapper or something somewhere in there. Like, yeah, fucking sunshades, 90s frat guy.
Couple football players in there. I always tell that to Autumn whenever she's
maybe
like,
a fucking like a field goal kicker. Or...
I always tell that to Autumn whenever she's like cleaning up after. I was like, hey, that's my fucking doctor down there.
Oh my god!
Look at that, you done wasted it. There's a lawyer down there, and you're just fucking wiping them away.
I'm pretty sure there's no doctors or lawyers. That's a pretty safe bet. I mean, I guess you do have. I mean, it takes two people, so.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll love to hear that. She has some halfway decent genes in there.
I mean, what's she do?
Works for the state.
What do you do?
I make drive shafts.
I'm not saying my shit's any better. I'm just saying, like, in comparison between the two, you're like, I make drive shafts. I also make doctors and lawyers. Like, yeah, you make like rappers and
Car salesman.
yeah. You might be a really good car salesman.
What's up with your notes? What you got?
That's it.
All right, I gotta piss again.
I was just fucking going.
I got piss again, but I don't want to take a break.
I've had to piss for a while too.
You gonna wrap it up?
We can wrap it up, yeah.
We still haven't went fishing yet
No, you're a fuck. Hey, I did tell you that I found a place
in North Vernon for jiu-jitsu.
Don't fucking ever goddamn interrupt me like that again.
Sorry, man. I'm a little edgy. I have to pee.
Just piss your pants, dude. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
You're only cool if you pee your pants.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything you want to close out with?
Well, we definitely need to do the fishing thing before the fucking summer's over.
All right.
And then we could do the jujitsu thing.
All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. Everybody's listening on Spotify after it gets uploaded. Fucking share the shit out of this. Unapologetic Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube. Go find the TikTok. There's a TikTok now. Go follow the TikTok. Follow us on X, Twitter.
We're on X?
Yep.
What the fuck is X?
It's Twitter. Elon Musk renamed it whenever he bought it. All right. See you, everybody.
See ya.